Last time on True Magnum TV.
The last thing I need is for this once-in-a-lifetime hunt with Dad to turn into a survival mission. This is the best ram I've seen the whole trip. But we have to. That's the game.
Yeah.
Oh, we just needed 10 more minutes of light to count ranks. 10 minutes, 30 days, 300 and some miles on horseback came down to 10 minutes on the ram.
Yeah.
We're probably about 260 from him right now.
Yeah.
260 yards from the stone-shaped ram. We can't make it legal. We can't count those rings. I think they're there. But I wouldn't bet any amount of money against walking up on a sublegal sheep that was laying there dead.
Check out how we do it in Texas.
I'm sure you can hear my heartbeat, that's what it was. It was thumping through my chest.
Hunting season has begun. And these men will put it all on the line for the hunts of a lifetime. This is True Magnum TV.
True Magnum TV is proudly presented by Zeiss.
In British Columbia, James Bryan is at the end of a 30-day mission working with Leif and Kelly Olson and the crew at Stone Mountain Safaris to explore new hunting opportunities within the 5,000 square mile area.
The last month here, I think it deserves some reflection, to be honest. This wasn't a hunt. This was a business trip, and it was also a personal trip. Honored that Leif and Kelly invited me out to go out with Derek and explore some new country that hadn't been visited for many, many, many years. And man, we found some goats. We found country that, you know, anybody that struggled goat hunting like I have could go and have numerous stalks and see goats in accessible country for goat hunting. That was a win. That was a big win. I mean, Leif's got some more goats there in that area. Caribou hunting, boy, we found some great opportunity for caribou hunting. That also was worth it. It's a very unique experience to hunt caribou when they're rutting. I highly recommend it. To me, it's super fun. It's like hunting rutting elk with no trees. And you can call them in easy, and you don't have competition. That was a win. And in beautiful country like that, and then of course, we have our clients. We have Alex in. And he had a terrific hunt. Shot a monster, almost 200-inch moose and a nice elk. That makes me happy. I know I'll be getting an email from him when I get back to civilization. That's a good thing. Having that time with Dad to moose hunt, of course, that's huge. You know, it's a hunt that we'll talk about forever. We'll be talking about that one till the end. That's good. That's one of the reasons we hunt. And to be in this country and see a hunt that I can sell to people, an adventure hunt that I can offer through True Magnum that could be 4 weeks. And you might show up as a greenhorn, and by the end, you're going home to buy horses. It can do that to you. It really can. And I guess what I found is, obviously I had a lot of other things going on. We were exploring some new area. I had Dad coming in. It wasn't just 30 days of going right to the heart of Leif's best managed hunting areas. We had other things to do. And even so, I would say we could have taken 5, almost 6 of the 8. That's pretty good. That's the information I needed to take back home to me. When I talk to my clients, I'll be able to say, yeah, you go up there for 4 weeks, you're gonna have the time of your life. That'll be 4 weeks that will change your life. You'll never stop telling the stories from 4 weeks up in that country. And as a bonus, I think the average guy will probably take 5 or 6 of those species. And you know, it was very interesting to see the difference between the managed hunting areas where the predators and the prey are in balance and they all are better off. There's no devastation of species, predators alike. Those valleys are evened out to where you just see wolves and bears and prey and hunters. It's a beautiful thing. It's cool how that works. I wish all of northern BC was that way. And then leaving, you know, it's interesting to leave an adventure like this in a place like this and know you're the last ones out of the woods. You're putting those animals to sleep. Everything you left there is going to be there next year, provided it survives the winter and the predators. You know, busting ice to get out on 30 or 40 different creek and river crossings. Yeah, you know it's time to go home. It's time to leave. All those animals are going to be sitting there enduring the 8-month winter. And we'll be back when fall comes next year, maybe even late summer. There'll be hunters in here at Stone Mountain chasing stone sheep, grizzly bears, moose, elk, mountain goats, caribou, black bear, and wolf.
True Magnum TV is brought to you by SnapSafe, security everywhere you want it. Grand Lake Adventures. And by True Magnum, the world's best hunting.
After a successful desert sheep hunt in Texas, Bo Morgan and his client Malcolm King have driven to New Mexico to attempt the final leg of Malcolm's North American Super Slam.
The whole herd. Moving quick. You see he's got his butt to us? Yeah. That's a nice bull. Herd's moving across to the left.
Might come across that opening, that ridge, huh?
But Bo and Malcolm aren't the only hunters in the woods.
Get you. Oh, they just hit one. They hit something. Mm-hmm. Did you hear that hit?
Yeah. There was no bull. They're going up and over.
Another group of hunters were approaching the elk from the other direction and made a harvest.
There's a cow up the hill. Another cow.
Get those cows going.
Malcolm's first elk hunting morning is a bust.
That's how those things go.
All right, let's go. Regroup.
But Malcolm understands that part of the adventure of traveling from the UK to the western United States is enjoying its pace, its critters, and the beauty of the countryside. Tomorrow will be a brand new, beautiful day out west. Back in Newfoundland, True Magnum specialist Chris Auck and outfitter Greg Sams are finding plenty of moose on their exploratory mission, but so far, the luck has been against them in sealing the deal.
All right, so what's the plan, guys? I'd say we'll probably go over here on the back of the seal and set up some of that brush there. And you guys set up there, I'll get on the back of you there, make a few cow calls, and hopefully he'll come up out of that woods there somewhere. That's what I shot. We saw a big bull here last night across this little pond. We're hoping he's still in the area. The wind should have kept him kind of down in this bottom, so we're gonna set up and see if we can get him to come out of this thick timber right here. Yeah, that dark's my right.
The men know there is a bull moose working the area. They hope that their calling will convince him to give up his position.
Be hard for them to hear in this wind.
The thick brush and wind make it impossible for the moose to hear the calls. They move in closer.
Whoa.
The second to the last day of their hunt is over. Their bad luck continues.
Range always matters. That's why I always have my Zeiss Victory RF range-finding binoculars.
After a disappointing first day of hunting Rocky Mountain elk in New Mexico, Bo Morgan and client Malcolm King are still optimistic on the home stretch of Malcolm's North American Super Slam.
582. One of the cool things of this hunt, for me, is, you know, Malcolm's pretty accomplished hunter, been all over the world hunting all kinds of stuff you don't even know the names of, and finishing up everything in North America. You know, he has his own collection, and pretty neat that he's finishing up on an animal that's pretty common here in the States, in the West. Everybody gets an elk tag every year and fills their freezer, so it's pretty neat that he's finishing everything in North America with a Rocky Mountain elk. You know, that I grew up right in the middle of Rocky Mountain elk country, and so that part's pretty cool. And come all the way around the planet and then finishing up something pretty routine and pretty simple for the Western guy, but it's a big deal to him, and sure happy he chose to go with us to do the thing. And going from a desert sheep to a Rocky Mountain elk, pretty tough to get everything coordinated, and came together, and you know, one of those good programs. So
Bo and Malcolm are once again in a great position and hoping they are the only hunters in these woods.
In the snow, white stalks of trees, right to below right between those two trees towards us. That white body is a cow, and there's a bull. He'll lift his head up. The bull's real white. How you doing? He's on. Nice.
Hell of a shot, buddy.
Nice.
Stay on him right there. Make sure you don't get up.
That was a nice shot, man. 500 off
the post.
balancing like that. That's a hell of a shot. I don't think I can do that.
He's got his head uphill.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we do. Put guys' dreams together. We're working on our team building a little from our Mexican outfitter that did a desert sheep hunt with Malcolm in Mexico last year.
First elk, huh? Yeah. See that stuff? Big. Wait till you see how big old bodies on them.
You know, getting in the mountains that they're not used to. The kid was asking me, how come all the trees are dead? And we were laughing, and they're not dead. He said, well, where are the leaves? He's never seen where leaves fall off in the fall. And, you know, we got a big kick out of it. But, you know, that's just part of knowing each other and building our, you know, our little brand and extending to more common, you know, more common livelihoods. It doesn't matter where your border is, south of the border, north of the border, around the planet. We're all kind of common people doing the same thing and building on that. So it's kind of what we do, and I take pride in that. I hope people extend their hand out to people that aren't like-minded, you know, might not come from the same region or whatever, but realize, wow, these guys are more like us than we thought. So.
True Magnum TV is proudly presented by Zeiss, Prairie King Ranch, Alberta Parkland Waterfowl Professionals, and by Deltona Outfitters.
The last day in Newfoundland brings the men rain, wind, fog, and a big surprise. With both a moose and woodland caribou tag in his pocket, Chris has an unexpected opportunity along the trail.
That's a good pull, man. That's not what I was expecting to see coming out of this fog. Those things do a lot of damage, though.
Awesome. Good job, buddy.
Thank you. All right. Oh, he's right there. Oh. This is a dream come true here. This isn't what we were expecting to come for. You know, we're out here hunting these giant moose you have. Last night we had a little bit of a sour encounter for me. And it doesn't get any better than this. This is not what I expected when we were coming through the fog this morning. But this is what you're known for here.
Well, you never know what can appear when you're in a remote location. We're hunting moose mainly. We had a caribou tag also. Moose was our priority, but when an animal like this presents itself, it's a no-brainer to take it.
What a beautiful bull.
We had a bit of bad luck or whatever so far, but seems like luck could change itself pretty quick.
Yeah, everything had went wrong, or went right up until the shot.
Yeah.
And this time there wasn't anything really but the shot to get to, so it worked out perfect. Just beautiful animals. And this is the palmation, the double bez, everything. Still in velvet.
Still in velvet. It's a bit strange than most of the other stags we've been seeing. I've been clean.
Yeah, probably one of the most beautiful caribou species out there, the woodland. We're still a little bit worried. We have, what, 50 millimeters of rain coming.
We've got a hurricane coming up through, yeah.
So
it's going to pour on us.
We're going to get this thing taken care of, hope the fog lifts, get back to base camp. At least there's a shower, some cards, and warm food.
Fresh caribou meat.
And fresh caribou meat. That'll be great.
Sad.
Yeah, you can see it's crazy how they had it all buried. Yep. Wash away, and there's a set of tracks going up there. This is where the lion tracks were going. I wonder if it was actually laying up there.
Well, it's always nice when the first animal you put your scope on to shoot her.
Well, just got the True Magnum Adventure rifle and got it up, got a scope put on it, field test it myself, get it dialed on how I shoot it.